Now entering Nerdist.com.
We're gonna make it. If we try, we're gonna make it. Touch the sky, we're gonna make it. Watch us fly, we're gonna make it. You and I.
Okay, you ready?
Are you sure it's rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last time we did this, we
Yeah.
recorded 20 minutes and didn't realize we weren't.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey guys, this is Garfunkel and Oates podcasting live from the Olive Garden in Nashville.
That's
G&O from
in the OG.
That's right. Here we are.
It's actually not even Nashville. We are in Antioch.
Yeah.
Wherever.
But that was the closest one to Nashville.
Yeah, so we just took a $40 cab ride.
Did we go to Cane Prime? No. Did we go to Prince's Hot Chicken? No, we didn't. We took a 40-minute cab ride to, no, $40 cab ride to Antioch to go to the Olive Garden. It's 11 a.m., which is 9 a.m. in our bodies, and we're about to eat some pasta.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, we just did morning radio.
Oh, my God. Why?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's just, it hurts. That's all.
It hurts. It always hurts.
It hurts to wake up that early. We're not.
This wasn't that bad, though.
You know, it is true. We were okay, but we've been on the East Coast a lot, so
we had to wake up at 7 a.m., which is 5 a.m. in our bodies. But usually, I feel like we have to wake up at 4 a.m. or 3:30, which is bull. And then me, I don't nap, so it's just like hell.
Me, I fall asleep in an instant.
I know. Lucky you. You sleep the whole plane ride, get a good night's sleep the night before, tired, have to do radio, then you sleep, and then nap before the show, and then you're still like, I'm tired.
I do enjoy napping.
And I haven't slept in 2 days.
This
You're
is
like,
true.
Ricky, I feel tired. Or, man, I slept the whole day. It's crazy. Yeah.
But it's weird because you don't have like the nap button. Like you don't know how to nap.
I don't have an off switch.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
But
I'm like one of those like really old computers that take a long time to power down.
like the ones that were like in a room like in the 60s. Like, yeah.
The computer, I'm the game from War Games where it won't power off. You know, Matthew Broderick's trying to...
I've never seen it.
You haven't?
No.
It's Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy, and he's playing a video game, and then accidentally it's real, and he's about to start a nuclear war because he accidentally types into the government hacker or a
that is
computer
like
game.
the most 80s movie.
Yes.
I love that.
And then
I should see it.
And Ali Sheedy is his pretty understanding girlfriend, and Matthew Broderick is like the charming pre-Ferris Bueller computer guy.
What was the one with Helen Hunt with the monkeys or the chimpanzees? Do you remember that one?
No.
There was a movie. I remember like renting it from the library when I was a kid.
Helen Hunt was in some dance movie.
I don't know. I think they dated actually back in the day. Matthew Broderick and Helen Hunt.
Oh,
I mean, they were like teenagers.
Yeah. So we'll just say it.
Young
just
love.
Declare it. Just pretend it's true.
Young love in the 80s.
Don't Google it. Just say it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could Google it.
Yeah, she was like the best friend in one of those 80s dance movies. I can't remember which one.
Oh, wait. I know which one you're talking
Girls
about.
Just Want to Have Fun or something?
Or, no, is it? Yeah, one of those. It's with Sarah Jessica Parker? Or
no, Sarah Jessica Parker was the friend in Footloose.
Oh.
She played the friend
now I feel like I've got
who
to get my phone
was
out.
semi-fixed up with Chris Penn in that movie. And then there was that very, very thin girl that was the lead, Lori something. Lori something, I don't know. But I just remember even as a little kid being like, wow, that person is so thin.
And then what
but
was
she was
Valley
very pretty
Girl?
and could dance. Maybe Valley Girl's the thing that Helen Hunt was in.
That's possible.
I don't know.
I think that one of the girls from Valley Girl is also Dottie from Pee-wee.
Oh.
Now I got to really Wikipedia this thing because I'm so lost. But
so what were we talking about before? Kate and I spent the entire morning talking about marriage and if it's like worth it.
I mean, it's a big question.
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. And like last week, we've been kind of obsessed with marriage lately. And we went through our phone and guessed how many of our guy friends actually were going to get married. And and we didn't think that many of them would.
No, it's true.
Which is not a bad thing.
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
Try it. Just go through your phone.
It's funny because it wasn't like a slight on their characters. It wasn't like, oh, they'll never be in a relationship. It's like, no, they have other things going on, other priorities.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I'm just looking up Valley Girl because
Why don't you just look up IMDb?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. IMDb Helen Hunt to find out what movie it was.
That's
instead of
point.
like guessing the movie and hoping that's the one.
I don't think Helen Hunt was in this one.
Thank you. Oh, we just got our breadsticks and marinara sauce.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Oh, yummy. Kate, now you need to try one of these breadsticks when they're hot.
Yeah.
Because last time you didn't try one until it was cold.
I know. Oh, really?
So exciting.
Freshly baked.
Yeah. Because last time you tried one when it was cold and you went, I don't think this is so good, but it had been sitting there for an hour.
That's true. Okay, I'm going to try it, and I'll let you know what I think of these Olive Garden.
What is that bread we had last night? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it was...
Popovers.
It was a pretzel
Whoa.
pizza delicious.
It was called a popover. It was so delicious. That was at Cane Prime.
Okay. That breadstick is pretty good.
Yeah, right?
I like it.
It's hard to eat with one hand. We need mic stands.
Yeah, we need napkins.
You have a
What is
napkin.
this
It's right there.
establishment? Huh?
Your napkin is right there on the
never
table.
mind. I mean, this place is great.
It was
Okay.
it was sitting there. Yeah, it's like
Those are actually really good breadsticks.
moderately priced, moderately tasty Italian food. Yeah, they're good.
We were in New York a few days ago.
Podcast at the Olive Garden.
It was packed.
Oh my god!
Like, we're in New York, a city with some of the most amazing Italian restaurants you will ever find.
Times Square. We sat. The woman's like 25-minute wait unless you want to sit downstairs, and we're like, okay, we'll sit down. Okay, fine. I guess maybe people want the second floor view of the Times Square.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's order.
What are you gonna get, Kate?
I'm gonna have chicken noodle soup or dumpling soup, whatever kind of chicken soup you have. Thank you.
And can we both get salad?
Oh yeah, because that's another thing here. Is it like an endless salad or something?
Endless.
Awesome. All right, let's do it.
I was gonna get pasta. I don't know if I want it.
I don't know. You were gonna do ziti originally, right?
Does ziti go to spaghetti with meat sauce? Which one did you get? Spaghetti with meat sauce or the ziti? Okay, I'll do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like the 5 cheese marinara.
Is that the ziti? 5 cheese marinara?
We have a deal going on called dinner today, dinner tomorrow, and the 5 cheese ziti is actually on there.
Wait, the deal is called dinner today, dinner tomorrow.
Does that mean you're supposed
So
to
that means you have to eat it 2 days in a row?
You can get the same thing, or you can choose something else from those 5 entrees, and you can eat it. It's like a take-home meal.
Oh, it's a take-home meal. You don't have to come here twice
So
in a
the
row.
idea is getting 2 meals today. That's so interesting.
And then you reheat it.
Well, yeah, it's like you.
I'm confused.
Instructions on there.
Okay.
You heat it for 3.5 minutes, and it's like
You get an Olive Garden to-go kit as you leave.
Yeah.
Does it come with a microwave?
Because everyone likes eating the same thing 2 days in a row. I do.
Well, I do think that any kind of sauce-based or any kind of soup is always better the next day.
Blah.
They say that pasta's better than
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're wrong.
No,
I don't
no,
know
no.
who they is.
No, seriously.
it's set for a while.
Yeah,
Garlic and stuff is like mixed together.
exactly.
I feel like that's something your mom told you to not complain about leftovers.
No. It's a true thing. Like for real.
How would it be better the next day?
It is it? Yeah. You got.
Oh, let's stick this crap in the freezer, then unthought.
No, not a freezer. Just the fridge.
Oh, yeah, me
But
too.
Megan agrees with me.
She just said I think it's good fresh. And
Oh.
Megan is a professional. She works at the Olive Garden. She would know.
But look, and I'm Italian, so there you go.
How much time have you spent in Italy? Wait, I got a better idea. How many times have you cooked in your life?
I cook a great cereal.
If y'all anything else, let me know, and you don't have to take what you want for tomorrow right now.
Oh, I don't want anything for tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm positive. I'm 100%
We're in
I
a
do not
hotel,
want
so
anything
we
for
can't
tomorrow.
really heat it up.
Yeah.
But thank you, though.
Thanks. I love that she thought I was going to do that deal.
Well,
I have no interest. We're staying in a hotel. What would
dinner
I do
today, dinner tomorrow. I mean,
could
it's a
have
nice thought.
non-refrigerated spaghetti. I could just keep it out for a whole day.
Or we could go.
and have no way to reheat it.
We could go to another restaurant tomorrow.
Yes. I think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow, we are having lunch with John Oates. That is real. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
He's the best. I love him.
He has a home here in Nashville, and we are meeting up. I'm so excited.
I know. It'll be great. I think. I have to talk closer to the mic. I'm making out with the mic right now. Yeah, it'll be great to hang out with John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just realizing, you podcast a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
I have to be conscious of how many ums I say.
Oh my gosh. If you hear my first 30 or so podcasts, really? I just yeah.
That's amazing. Isn't that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me?
But I also talk over my guests a lot in the beginning and say a lot of say a lot of ums. A lot of ums, a lot of likes, a lot of while they're talking. It's pretty great.
Well, speaking of Valley Girl, I think you do have a hint of Valley Girl at times.
I know. I don't know where I got it.
I know. You're from New York.
Mm-hmm. I'm from Buffalo, though. That doesn't... I don't know. But Buffalo does not qualify. I don't know, but I feel like Valley Girl can be from anywhere.
It's true. And it's like you don't... In every day, I would say it just pops up the teeniest bit once in a while, and it makes me laugh.
But when I'm
usually
podcasting, it pops up a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. When I was podcasting with Sophia Rossi, we definitely bring out the... the 12-year-old girl in each other. It was literally like we were having a slumber party. We're like then, and my by the end of it, my voice becomes. I've gone complete valley.
That's so funny.
We just bring out the
like
girly side of each other.
You two, I would love to picture the two of you at like 12 years old. Had you met up?
Party? Oh my gosh, talking about boys.
Yeah,
eating cupcakes,
watching Cry Baby.
No,
Cry
Baby.
That movie, the Johnny Depp movie.
That's the movie you watched when you were 12.
Well, I only went to one sleepover, and that's the movie we watched, and that's why I referenced
that's
it.
your only reference.
Because
like, but you said it like it's this typical thing, like girl. Because I was like, talking about boys. You're like watching Cry Baby.
Well, I have to say, I really did think that's what everybody watched. No?
Wow. That's strange.
Was that a random one?
Well, I mean, you went to one slumber party, and then you thought this is how every slumber party is all across America, including
ones with Sophia Rossi and Ricky Lindholm when they're 12.
Right. You just assumed we watched the same. Did you think every slumber party watched the same movies?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't know.
Your brain is fascinating to me.
The thing is, do we want cheese on the salad?
If you want cheese,
sure,
a
little bit, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, we do. I love how your brain works, though. You do draw conclusions based on very little evidence.
I realized just, as we're talking about it, that's a ridiculous idea. Not every slumber party had the movie Cry Baby on VHS, but I feel like at the same time, thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Here you go.
Here is my dinner today, dinner tomorrow menu. There you go. Oh, that one stays on the table. Oh, I see.
Oh, great.
Yummy.
Thank you. I was very scared of slumber parties, and I think that I have a skewed idea of them.
Wait, let's pause and dish our salad. Thank you.
Oh, here.
Thanks, Megan.
All right, we're pausing for the salad. This salad is like the never-ending story.
How so?
It's called the never-ending salad. I
don't think it's called the never-ending salad. I believe we called
really?
it that.
Did I make that up?
Well, maybe it is.
What's the dog in the never-ending story?
I don't know. I didn't really ever.
That scared me.
Dig
That
that movie.
scared me so much.
I think I saw it too young, and it freaked me out.
It's very dark.
Good salad. So what you're saying, slumber parties freaked you out?
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't like to be away from my parents ever, so
Right.
I cried a lot and would miss them and then beg for them to pick me up.
Kate was always telling me how she didn't like to be away from her parents. They would try to pay her to go to the dance. And then one day I was like, did it ever occur to you that they wanted a night off from you? And you were like, oh my God. Like it had never
My
crossed
poor
your
parents
mind.
had to deal with me for 18 years straight. But yeah, you're right. They probably wanted a break.
Well, you never know. Well, they did try to pay you to go places, so maybe they did. Please go to the dance.
They would beg me to have friends over, and then like my mom would end up having to entertain the friend because I'd be like, I'm just going to go draw in my room.
So why did slumber parties freak you out? They weren't fun to you?
Well, it was a lot of girls at once, talking about boys and everything else, and I was just so behind in all of that that I just didn't feel like I mean, nobody ever feels like they fit in, but I definitely was the outside, kind of like I didn't want to talk about that, and I definitely didn't want to play Truth or Dare. And if that happened, I pretended I was asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
You probably were asleep because you fall asleep you just close your eyes and then you're off and then you're dreaming in 3 seconds.
But there's also a danger in falling asleep because then don't they put Cheetos up your nose and stuff like that?
Cheetos up your nose.
Well, that happened at the same Crybaby slumber party.
So every time, slumber parties, Cheetos up your nose.
Johnny Depp movies.
Crybaby playing. When I was in 5th grade, my birthday that year, I had a slumber party, and I picked the movies that we were watching. And I picked Rear Window.
Of course.
And all my friends were so bored. And I'm like, you guys, it gets better. It's suspense. You have to let it sit in you. And all the girls were like, this is so stupid. It's so boring. Everyone's so mad at me. And I'd be like, it's my birthday. I'm picking. And I tried to say, listen, it gets better. Jimmy Stewart's immobile, and this guy killed someone. Like, something's bound to get good, right? Like Grace Kelly. Nobody dug it.
How many kids did you have at that slumber party? Do you remember?
I don't know, 10 or something.
Oh, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. I went home crying from a sleepover once. I had my mom pick me up.
What happened?
It was at my 8th grade cheerleading coach's house. We at the end of cheerleading. Listen to this parenting. Are you ready for this parenting maneuver?
This story is it makes me so mad. This story makes me really mad and sad at the same time.
Okay, so we're all in 8th grade. The coach has us for the end of the season has a slumber party. And, it's all fun and we're all just having a blast. And the coach sits us down and says, okay, so we're going to go around the circle and say one thing that we liked about this season, like one thing about someone that they did that's great, like one thing great about someone in the circle, right? And then we're like, okay, let's do that. And we all kind of sit down, and she goes, and then also say one thing you didn't like, just for constructive criticism, one thing. And then every girl proceeded to be like, I liked Christy because she was nice. I didn't like Ricky because you were bossy and mean or something. And then just went around, and all these girls said, like, it was like, there was like 15 of us on the squad, and like almost every single one like singled me out. It wasn't even like, I didn't like the long bus rides. Like, I didn't like Ricky. And they all like said mean shit about me, and I didn't have the constitution to handle it when I was 13. So I held it in, and then I was like, fuck this, and I cried, and I went and called my mom and went home.
That's so sad. And it's also like kind of abusive that this woman, whoever was running the party, didn't stop the
like maybe seven, 8 comments in, tearing me apart. You think she would maybe gone, hey, maybe not the negative ones, and maybe spread the hate around. I don't know.
Kids are so weird because like once one person says something, then the other will mirror that,
totally.
And then like there's like a safety in that for it's a
the weirdest thing is I didn't really consider myself bullied. Like that doesn't, I don't know why that didn't even feel like bullying. It just felt like this is how my brain worked at the time. I felt like they were trying to take me down because I was a better cheerleader. I didn't once go, they really don't like me and whatever. I thought they were trying to erode my confidence because I made up all the cheers and dance routines.
That's actually,
and I'm like, it's not going to work, ladies. even though it did work a little.
Hey, what's up? Our food is arriving.
What is that?
Oh, wow.
That's it?
Oh, I thought it was red sauce.
That did not look good. Didn't it say marinara sauce on the thing?
It's fried cheese marinara.
Where's the marinara?
It's mixed with Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo. I don't like Alfredo sauce.
Shoot.
It didn't say Alfredo sauce is like gross to me, and it didn't say it on the menu.
Okay.
I don't. I'd rather just not have it if that's okay. It did. Oh, you're spilling your water. I just don't. Why doesn't it say Alfredo sauce on the menu? He says there's Alfredo sauce in it. I thought it was red sauce.
A 5-cheese marinara and a marinara and Alfredo make.
But on the menu, it did not say anything about Alfredo.
Sorry.
No, I'm serious. I just I'm like no.
This is just a funny situation.
5 cheeses. Is that the same thing as Alfredo sauce?
I got cheese in Alfredo.
Okay. I'll just have nothing. No, I'm fine. I'll just have nothing. I'm good. I'll just some. What other kind of soup do you have?
Is this the soup I ordered? Thank you.
Potato, and then you have
Thanks very much.
Oh, maybe I'll get some soup. Yeah, I'll get the you have minestrone or vegetable. Yeah, I'll get that. I'm sorry. I just didn't know it was white. I don't like white things. I'm just kidding. No, just kidding. Thank you. I'm sorry. I can't. I feel like that's misleading. It said ziti with marinara sauce, and then 5 cheeses.
It's just funny because so this is, one of the first times we're podcasting from the Olive Garden.
Uh-huh.
And so people at home listening to this are going to think that we're the type of people that send things back. And we're not. But then last night we had to send something back. So this is like a weird, maybe this is just Nashville for us.
I feel like it's been, last night we both sent something back. But then it's been at least a year since we sent something back.
Yeah, I think we're pretty easy breezy when it comes to this kind of stuff.
But I feel like we just saved some Olive Garden patrons some heartache and thinking they're ordering ziti with marinara sauce when it's Alfredo. They're like, it's marinara Alfredo mix.
I would say the ratio of marinara to Alfredo sauce was like, I don't know. I hate to tell you this, but I did see a hint of pink.
You did?
Yeah.
Where?
Just a hint. There was a little bit of red in that sauce. Very little. It was in there.
I couldn't see it.
All right. I know this is going to sound really bad,
yeah.
but I don't like the soup.
It's also Alfredo soup.
It is. It's like
cream soup.
I thought I was getting chicken. Like this is but I'll eat it.
I think maybe we just need to be more clear about.
Well, or maybe just our expectations should be a little bit lower.
Well, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's like high expectation to like not think it's like cream of chicken noodle.
This is totally a cream soup.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Well, what can you do? I sent mine back though, so that's what I did.
I'm not going to send mine back. I'm too scared.
You are?
Yeah. I'll eat half.
The guy last night was not pleased with us sending something back.
But
he just didn't get over it the whole night. And we ordered, how many things did we order? It wasn't like we're being cheap. Like we ordered, what did we order? Like probably 7 things?
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a Wagyu fillet, and then we got like 6 other dishes. I'm like, we're not being cheap. It's just gross.
The corn
creme brulee. Oh, so good.
And like, what else did we get?
Makes me want to go there right now. Taters. What else did we get? Taters.
Where am I from? Pennsylvania. Taters.
Did we get taters?
Wait,
I think we got
what did
taters.
we get? Tater tots.
Yay, soup. Thank you.
And I got duck tacos. Those were good.
Yeah. No thanks.
Well, now we're just talking
Thank
about
you.
food.
Our
Our conversation just turned into Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Turn into the food Instagram.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like every city we go to, I'm kind of obsessed with it. I feel like now you would start doing it because I've gotten you on this train, but I try to find the best restaurant that we can possibly eat at, and we go and have a delicious meal.
Yeah, I'm not as much a foodie or nearly at all. Like I'm really happy with like a turkey sandwich.
But I feel like you've become more of one.
I'm learning. I'm learning to be.
I feel like
I'm open to it.
We got some good stuff last night. Yeah, risotto, tater tots, or taters, as you called them. And then some crab thing that was just weird. Didn't like it. Sent it back. Everything else, amazing. Amazing wine. You got a Hendrix and tonic with grass in it, like actual lawn clippings, and it was delicious.
Was it actual lawn?
No, but I mean, it tasted like it.
It tasted like it. If it was actual lawn, like that'd be so weird.
Where else do they get grass though? They grow it in a lawn.
No, I think he was saying it just reminded him of grass.
Oh, what was it?
It was a bitter, a type of bitter.
Oh, it looked like there was grass in your drink.
Really?
Well,
I think it was mint.
There was green.
That would have been the
green
mint.
pieces of things.
Yeah.
Why was there? There was not mint in that drink though.
Oh, wasn't there?
No, there was cucumber, grass.
I'm pretty sure there wasn't
Did
grass.
you taste mint in that drink?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Oh, okay. Then maybe there was.
But who knows?
So anyway, slumber party. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't consider myself. I was really upset, but not to like a degree where I wouldn't go to slumber parties or,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like girls can be really, really mean. You know, I mean.
I think my defense mechanism is just believing people are jealous. I don't know if I actually think that, but that was my, because parents tell you that, oh, they're just jealous or they're just,
Yeah.
And so I would like to tell myself that whenever I got slaughtered by my fellow teens. Did you ever get picked on?
I'm sure I did. I can remember one time, really only one time that really stood out, that everybody was going to a party and I didn't get invited. And I asked the girl, I was like, why am I not invited? This is, everybody else in this group, and I thought I was a part of that group. And then she felt bad and she apologized. But I went up to her in front of everybody.
That was your big picked on? Wow.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
I know.
Our two, that wasn't even my big one, the one I just told you about. If that was your big bullying moment, was you walked up and asked to be invited and then she apologized and invited you, that doesn't seem very scarring.
But here's the other thing that you know about me. And I mean, I guess this is just the way I work, but I don't notice when things are happening around me.
Right.
Like, I know now that there were plenty of kids that made fun of my last name. I just didn't know what my last name meant.
Right.
So I missed out on all those times.
Sharon McCucci. Hi. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
It's delicious.
Mine is good.
Is it?
I got the minestrone. I like it. I like my salad, I like my soup, and I like my bread.
I give this meal, on a scale from 1 to 10, a 3.5.
I give it a 4. I'm gonna top that. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
All right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But maybe that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
definitely
love
lived
that
my
that's
own
what you
world.
picked out as your like bullying moment.
That was like the one moment I can remember really, standing up for myself because I felt that it wasn't fair.
fair.
And,
yeah, that's what high school parties are. Fair.
Well, I think I was like in 8th grade.
And wait, but you said you never went out and you didn't really hang out with people, but you expected to be invited to parties anyway.
No, that's the other thing. I know it doesn't add up.
And you felt like you were part of this group.
I did. Yes, I was part of that group.
Why did you feel that way?
We all ate lunch together.
Oh, that does mean it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, eating lunch is like a thing when you're
I
a
thought
kid.
you ate lunch alone in the art room.
Oh, that wasn't until high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I did. I was doing a lot of art and eating my peanut butter and jelly and a Coke. That was my lunch every day.
And a Coke.
Yeah, 1 Coke and a peanut butter and jelly.
That sounds super healthy.
Yeah, right?
Lots of nutrients. Varied colors. Like lots of...
It's just basically sugar. And it was like white bread, too.
Oh, man. And your parents let you do that every day?
Have Coke and peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah.
It was, at that point, it was whatever I wanted, really. I made my own lunch, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Packed my brown bag.
Were you ever mean to anyone in high school?
I'm sure there had to have been moments where I was like pressured into like when kids are making fun, but
Yeah.
I can't really, like, there isn't, I'm sure there is. I just don't, I
can't
remember.
think of one either. I feel like feel like people, including us, have like sort of selective memory.
Yeah.
They remember the times where they were in the hot seat, but like not so much the other way.
I mean,
if you ask every single celebrity, they've been picked on, but never did any picking on. They were friends with everybody.
Yeah.
And everyone picked on them. And I'm like, really? Every single one of you?
yeah, it's funny. I really do have selective memory about high school. I liked it for the most part, though. I had a fairly good experience. I felt like every year got a little bit better,
Awesome.
But, yeah, I don't know.
So anyway, we were talking about marriage.
Yeah, let's go back to
I'm going to get more salad.
Okay, Ricky's getting salad, and while she is doing that, I am going to talk about marriage. Ricky is asking me to talk about my views on marriage. We've been talking about marriage a lot lately, and I don't know that I'll ever be married. I feel like maybe I'll have, like, one of those, like, guys I live with for 20 years or something, but I don't know that I necessarily will be married. How do you feel about this, Ricky?
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. I don't necessarily want to get married unless I find someone I want to marry.
Yeah.
I definitely won't get married just to do it.
No.
I don't think no, but
Okay, this is just a hypothetical question. If you were in Vegas, got drunk with, like, a boyfriend, a hypothetical boyfriend, and you got married, and the next day you wake up and you're married, would you stay together?
would we stay together? Or
Yeah.
would we?
Would you stay married, or would you be like, oh shit, that was a mistake? I guess it's a really difficult question. It depends on the boyfriend.
If it was my big ex, I would have been like, yay, but everyone else, I probably would have been like, what did I do?
The Rachel Ross marriage in Vegas.
Exactly. Yeah. The Britney Jason marriage.
Hello, Mr. Rachel.
Yeah, I feel like anyone else, I might have probably ended it, annulled it, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't see myself randomly getting married to someone I'm dating in Vegas.
I could actually see that happening to me somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, that's weird to say, right?
Yes.
But I feel like
especially because you think you're going to live with someone for 20 years and not get married.
But here's the other
In fact,
thing.
you think you're going to marry some dude.
Like, in my mind, I
Vegas.
feel like it would count less.
It wouldn't count?
Well, it would be less, oh yeah, we did this weird thing.
It'll count when you're dividing your assets. Hope he's on a TV show too. You're fucked. Those raising hope
true.
checks are going to dwindle really quickly. 25% out to agents, managers, lawyers, and then 50% out to him, and then 50% out to taxes, and then you've got nothing. You're negative
man.
25% for every episode.
Never mind, I'm not getting married in Vegas. Thanks, Ricky.
You're welcome. Financial consequences. No, we were saying today, like, the scariest thing is, like, it's the last penis.
It's
like
the last thing.
The
It's
last
like-
one. Like, you better like that one.
Yeah, that idea just sucks.
So scary. I was saying, like, if you had to introduce your wife, like, this is Susan, the only woman I'm ever going to fuck, I feel like a lot less people would get married.
Yeah, or like what if you had to just introduce whoever you're with as like the amount of times, or like we've been fucking for 2 years, but it doesn't happen very frequently.
We've been fucking for 3 months, and I'm guessing it's going to only go on for a few months longer.
Yeah, like if you had to be truly honest about your sex life as you introduce the person,
Oh my God.
that'd be really.
I wish you had to be truly
Life would
honest
be
with-
way more
Oh my
interesting.
God. Or you have to be truly honest with people you're dating. Like, they could read your thought bubbles, like, I don't see this going anywhere. So they can just be like, great, now I know.
Yeah.
Like, it's disappointing, like, if you like someone, but I would much rather just know.
Yeah. That's true.
Begin the recovery process once again. Begin the healing and drinking once more. I feel like the older I get, the longer it takes me to recover from disappointment.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's like
Well, as we know, I think I cried every single day in 2011.
that was the year of crying in restaurants.
Yes. See, I'm not crying now, so we know that I've recovered, at least somewhat.
I wonder if it's also if like emotions are like, like as you get older, you don't heal as fast if you break your arm. Like,
Ooh,
there's
I wonder
just
if a heart is the same thing.
yeah, like there's just maybe something it takes a little bit longer to recover.
That's true.
Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
as flexible.
Not as resilient.
Yeah.
Our bodies are failing. Our souls are failing. Just until we die. Yeah.
Well, this is a
I think
pleasant
it
lunch.
also makes you like, I think it means like that you care. Like if you don't just recover instantly.
Oh yeah, it means you're
like
a person and you
a
have
person,
feelings.
yeah.
Yeah.
At least you tried. It means you tried. It means you invested something and you tried.
Yeah.
Because if you just don't care at all and you're like, next,
Then
you didn't invest anything.
you either didn't invest anything or you're just
Sociopath?
Yeah, one or the other.
Do you think you know anyone who's a sociopath?
No. If I've met someone, I don't know them well. I don't think any of my friends are. Do you think any of my friends are?
No.
No, I'm trying to think.
Any of your close friends?
No, I don't think so.
I guess I don't know all of your friends, but all your friends I met, I would not guess they were sociopaths.
Me neither. Oh, good. Okay.
I think this girl that was going to play with me once was a sociopath. I started reading articles on it the more time I spent with her.
And you're like, this girl's crazy.
No, not even crazy. It was subtle.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, yeah, I don't think there's much there. Yeah. It was very strange.
Interesting. So that's the only sociopath that you've
I
come in
believe so,
contact
yeah.
with?
I believe so. Oh, no, that guy in that plane. Remember him?
Wait, what was the story on the plane?
I sat next to this guy. It was just the weirdest. He just had this strange energy, and he sits down next to me, and he's holding his jacket, and all these stewardesses are going by, and he's doing nothing. And when they finally go, stewardess, prepare for arrival, she goes back and he taps her, and he goes, hey, can you put this away, his jacket? He's holding it. And she was like, and we're in coach, right? So they don't put our jackets away anyway. And she goes, I'm sorry, I have to go do this thing. I can't. And she goes, and then he grabs another one. He's like, can you put this away? And the woman's like, okay, fine. And she grabbed and put it away. And he kind of smiled. I'm like, that was weird. And then I was sitting in the middle seat, and I got up to go to the bathroom. And I'm waiting in line, and it's very clear who's in line next. It was just me and then this guy, and he got up after me and stood behind me. And then we're just standing in this aisle, and he stepped in front of me and just got in line in front of me and then looked at me like, what are you going to do about it? And I was like, nothing. He just it's hard to get by someone in a plane aisle, and he got by me, stood in front of me, turned around and stared at me, and I was like, I'm just going to look down. I didn't say a word. Oh, and then he ate some snack or whatever, and I had my tray down, and he put his garbage on my tray and then looked at me like, what are you going to do? This was a cross-country flight, and I'm like, ugh, and I didn't do anything because he was legit scary. And he was reading that How to Win Friends and Influence People, and he was circling things.
He was reading a book?
Yeah, he was reading that, yeah.
Wow.
And he was circling things and writing things down in the margins. And I was like, wow, I think he definitely had something wrong with him. And don't you remember when we got off the plane? I was like...
I remember the story. I can't remember if this was a plane we were on together or what.
Yeah, we were, because we were both in middle... As we booked it last minute, we were both in middle seats, and you were 10 rows behind me. I was so freaked out by this guy. And I waited for him to leave and then waited for you. Because I didn't want to be anywhere near him when we got off.
Yeah.
So maybe him.
How old was he?
Mid-30s.
Okay.
He was a big, kind of muscular man. Bald, but bald, shaved his head on purpose kind of thing.
Definitely worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Cared about his looks.
Yes. And would kept fucking with me in these little ways and then staring me down to see if I was going to do anything. And I'm like, no, I'm not, sir. No, I'm not. Any other person, I'd be like, hey, can you throw out your garbage?
Right.
I'm doing good. Do you want more salad?
Yeah, I guess we could have a little more salad. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Can I just point out that this Olive Garden is beginning to fill up a little bit more, and yes. It's now getting a little bit funnier to me that we have microphones and we're sitting here.
I know, it's so funny. I don't know if anyone knows what we're doing, though.
No.
But that's fine.
I wonder if they think we're doing look very important.
What if we're doing some expose? I just feel like people maybe recognize you from Raising Hope and think you're doing an interview.
Oh, maybe.
That's what I'm going to say. Or they're just not looking at all, which is the case because nobody's looking at us.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. There's some kids. It's a family restaurant. Mm-hmm. All the chairs here have wheels, or most of them anyway. It's an interesting thing.
Why?
Because I feel like that could be more of a party.
People could just be wheeling all over the place.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Well, there's carpet and wheels. It's a weird combo.
Yeah. This place feels very early 90s to me.
That's mostly when I frequented the Olive Garden, was early 90s.
I think it's funny that you frequented it.
Well, it was an hour and a half drive.
And it was the nicest restaurant.
Yeah. That was near me, yeah.
Yeah.
It was this big treat.
I remember we went to Salt Lake City and we asked, what's the nicest restaurant?
Yeah. And
they're like, the Olive Garden.
Without a beat, the woman goes, there's an Olive Garden here. And we're like, oh, what's second nicest? She said, Chili's. We're like, all right, we'll ask around.
Here, your family,
yeah.
right?
Well, Chili's.
It was my dream to be in an Olive Garden commercial. Like when I moved to LA, I really thought that was going to happen.
I think we should talk about that every time we do this podcast.
Well, I didn't know if the first one was going to air.
Oh, I don't
That's
know, but
why
I think we should because it's really funny. We should retell the story every time. I wasn't kidding.
Oh, you weren't kidding?
No.
Well, then in that case, sure, I'll tell the story.
Yeah.
I thought for sure, hey, I'm Italian. I look Italian. I could be in an Olive Garden commercial. Turns out Olive Garden commercials have very all-American looking people.
Yes.
You would have been much better in an Olive Garden commercial.
Well, if you look around, how many of these patrons look Italian?
None.
Exactly. They look like me, Kate, not like you.
Hey, we're in the Olive Garden.
No, I'm just kidding. They don't look like me.
No.
They look happy.
Hey, at least you're not crying.
At least I'm not crying. I don't feel like crying at all, actually.
That's good.
Isn't that nice?
I cried a little before we got here.
You did?
I was watching
This
the
morning?
news. Yeah, it was amazing. There was this kid who has cerebral palsy, and they wheeled him across the football field. And
In an Olive Garden chair?
no, not in an Olive Garden
Okay.
chair in his wheelchair. And they wheeled him across the football field, and he scored a touchdown. And it was like the coolest, sweetest. Like everybody was cheering, and I got teary eyed.
That made you cry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also cry a lot easier when I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
So like I just my emotions were like, oh my god, that kid's amazing, And then I'm like, all right, let's go to Olive Garden.
Oh. Do you think it's amazing, or is that super patronizing?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like, I wonder what the other team was thinking, because
It would be amazing if he was faking it.
just to get the
And
touchdown.
then as soon as he got his touchdown, he's like, started doing the Cuba Gooding Jr. dance, motherfuckers. Like, no, that wouldn't be amazing.
Jerry
then you
Maguire
wouldn't
is
cry.
such a good movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love that movie.
Yeah, except the "You Complete Me" part. That always annoyed me.
Really, even when it first came out?
Yeah.
Huh.
I liked the "You Had Me at Hello." That melted my heart. I was in.
Do you remember the song that
You
was on the
Complete Me.
radio?
I'm like, no, she doesn't. Yeah.
They like put the quotes into the song, so like the song would stop and you'd hear some of the quotes from the movie, and then it would start up again.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that was funny.
Renee Zellweger.
We could do that in one of our songs.
Quote our own song.
Yeah.
Mid-song.
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know.
Hand job, bland job. I don't understand job. Hand job, bland job. Do you understand job? I don't at all.
We could quote our
Thank
web
you.
series.
More salad, sure. Thank you.
Cheese makes everything better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Except the marinara sauce and the ziti. That did not make it better. It made it Alfredo sauce. Thank you. Cheese didn't help that situation.
No, it
What
really
is Alfredo sauce? Is that just cheese sauce?
I think it's like, I don't know. It's white sauce. I don't really know what it is.
I didn't think it was just made out of cheese.
Do you want me to look it up?
I think so, because I believe that they should be informed, because they do work here and they should know what's what.
All right, I'm looking it up. Alfredo sauce.
We could speak to the chef,
We could. I don't know if he would know.
get his explanation. Well, he would know what's in it, I would hope.
Cream, butter, garlic, parsley, Parmesan cheese. That's it.
But mostly cream, right?
Mostly cream, I would say.
Yeah. I think that guy's misinformed.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, I'm pretty glad that you sent it back, because it didn't look
Well, I
very
wasn't
good.
going to eat it. It looked like dried Alfredo sauce. I hate
It
fettuccine
really
Alfredo.
did look like that.
Okay.
I like how you can call things out really like what it is. Like there was a time I was really obsessed with these granola bars, and then Ricky took one bite and said, "These taste like crushed up vitamins," and I realized, oh my god, these taste like crushed up vitamins. But
You never ate another one?
no, I didn't even finish the one I was eating. It was like, but there's something about that totally looked like dried sauce.
I did. It was like freeze dried Alfredo sauce.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, is this someone else's dinner that, like, lunch that?
But
11
didn't you want to get one for tomorrow, just in case?
Yeah, I know. She was like, well, I'll come back for that order later. I was like, no.
So I know we wanted to really talk about marriage, and I feel like we've only touched on it. So let's get back to that a little, I think.
I guess I'm just starting to wonder what the point is. And I know you say to have kids, but you don't actually need to get married to have kids.
No.
That's not even really related. It's not a They're still the father, regardless of if they're legally married to you.
I think for health insurance reasons, that's maybe a better reason than...
That is actually a great reason.
Yeah.
If you're a stay-at-home mom, your husband works, and you guys all need health insurance,
You should be married.
that's a fantastic reason to be married.
Yeah.
Maybe the best I've heard.
Other than that...
Or if you love someone who's not a citizen, another great reason to be married.
Yeah.
That's I understand that.
Even if you don't love them and you just want to help them out, a great reason to get married, I feel.
What?
Yeah, you can always get divorced later.
Yeah, fraud the government. Go to jail for 15 years for that or something, can't you?
Didn't that happen in an episode of Felicity?
I don't know, but I know it happened in Green Card.
Oh,
They fell in love.
Oh, did they? I didn't see it.
Andy McDowell and Gerard
Now we know how it
Depardieu.
ends.
What a dynamic duo.
Was there a kid in that or no? No, maybe not.
You're thinking of the other Gerard Depardieu movie.
Curly Sue?
No. The one with Katherine Heigl. My Father, the Hero. Remember that one? Remember Katherine Heigl was in it? And she was like 13 and she was like wearing a thong bikini.
I'm pretty sure every movie and TV show reference that I've said today is wrong.
Well, I would dispute the Crybaby one, yeah.
Yeah.
One movie that I watched a bunch of times at summer parties was Chances Are.
What's that one?
Remember that one? I think it was like Sybil Shepherd and Robert Downey Jr. or something, and like he like dies and comes back in another body. And it's a whole weird. Maybe it's not Sybil. I can't remember. It was something about reincarnation.
That's a weird.
Love the second time around, where he's like, "No, I'm John. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's me, John."
Did you find did you go to a handful of slumber parties then?
Yeah.
Did you find you learned a lot? You know what I mean? Like girl stuff and like talking about boys and all that stuff.
I mean,
because I feel like I missed out on everything.
I don't feel like I learned a lot. I mean, I got lice a couple times.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
The first time I got lice was in 4th grade. I remember because it was the day before Halloween. And everyone wore Halloween costumes, and we were going to get to go around like trick-or-treating in the school or something like that. Like I don't remember what it was. Or we were going to have a party. And then they came in and called a bunch of names, and they called us down to the nurse's office. And it was basically all the girls who were at the slumber party. And we all got lice from this one girl. I lived in, like, my town was in the woods, and so it can happen. But she gave us all lice. And my poor mom had to, like, get that, like, what was it, like knit or whatever that shampoo is? Like,
I have no idea. That's like the kid version of herpes.
Well, I mean, except that lice you get rid of in a shampoo, and herpes is on your genitals forever, and you pass it to every person you're encountering. But same thing other than that, yeah.
Herpes is like marriage.
Yep.
It's forever.
Except you can get rid of your marriage.
Yeah.
Herpes is like cellulite.
Oh, you can't get rid of it?
I can't. I've tried. I don't know. It doesn't go away.
You have to will it away.
I got that gift in 8th grade. It keeps on giving. I don't know.
It's like a Jelly of the Month club.
I feel like it's the equivalent of baldness, where it's just like, well, there it is. You know.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Get a hairpiece.
Should I get a skin piece?
Maybe.
I'll get a skin implant. Like, be like, look at this.
The other thing about marriage is that it's so old-fashioned.
Well, yeah. It was like property exchange.
Yeah, like you get land and 3 sheep or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
do you think people get married because they feel like it lowers the chance of the other person leaving them? Because it'll be harder to leave?
I definitely think that's a factor for people, for sure.
I feel like if somebody wanted to leave me, I mean, I would want them to, like, fight to try to fix it, but, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want them not to do it because it was hard.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about that part too much.
What?
About, like, I'm not in relationships enough to think about, like...
Exit strategy?
Yeah, exactly. How best do I get out of this situation?
Do you ever think about that when you're in relationships? Like, how am I going to end this?
Sure.
William?
Yeah. But...
What about the last person you broke up with? Did you have a strategy?
Well, the last 2 people I broke up with, it wasn't a real thing, really. It was okay. It was still early enough to be like, hey, this is not working out.
No.
Like there were.
Have you ever been broken up with? Not since I've known you.
No.
You're the dumper.
I'm the dumper, and I'm also a person who doesn't have relationships, so it's hard to get broken up with.
Well, but like you have them enough where you have to actually tell them to end. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
you
then in
definitely.
that case, Have
you ever been dumped in your life?
No.
Wow. So you've never been dumped, and you've never. And your biggest pick on was, hey, why didn't you invite me to the party? Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry. You're invited now.
Yeah.
Wow. We have different experiences in both cases.
Yeah, but like I said, too, I feel like I kind of lived in my own protective bubble that I created.
Right.
With the help of my mother. So I feel
that
like
you co-built with your mom.
yeah, but I feel like so I'm sure that I was made fun of, and I'm sure that I just
Right.
deleted that from my mind if it did, or if it happened I didn't see it. But like you'll point out when somebody cuts me in line, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't.
You're
see
like,
that happen.
look at that. Yeah, they
So,
did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's why you're more optimistic about marriage than I am, because you've never had your heart, like, you've never been dumped.
Yes, this is possible.
Yeah, it sucks, as you
Yeah.
can probably imagine.
I don't know. I always thought, like, when I was a kid, I was never going to get married. I was very much a tomboy. I was like, I'm not getting married.
Yeah.
I'll just be the cool aunt.
Really? Did you
Yeah.
think you'd just not ever have kids and not be the?
I thought that for a long time.
Really?
And then
You strike me as totally the opposite.
I now really. I mean, like, once I was in my 20s, I was like, oh, I definitely want to have kids. But I also remember, like, when oh, hi.
Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think we're all done.
No. I think we're good.
No breadstick bags. No, thank you. That's nice though.
Yeah.
I love that you have breadstick bags. Can we have the dessert menu?
Sure, it's right there.
Oh.
Oh, great.
Oh, it's on the same menu as the dinner today, dinner tomorrow. I see. What do you recommend on this dessert menu?
Apple tostada is really good, and also
Ooh, that does look good.
the pumpkin cheesecake is also.
Ooh, that sounds good. What do you want, Kate?
I'll get a little whatever you get, unless it's lemon related.
I want pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh.
Oh. Did we like those? We had those last
we
time.
had them last time.
Why don't you pick? Because I kind of like all of it.
You know what? You go for it. I really am not wanting
You don't
dessert
want
too
anything?
much. So
Can I get the pumpkin cheesecake then? That's what I really want.
yeah, I think.
Gonna share that.
Do you have
Do you have what?
cookies?
Do you have cookies?
I couldn't even. I meant it for real, but I realized how stupid it sounded.
Do you have cookies?
That's
Yeah,
okay.
Where are the not on the menu cookies? Oh, no.
That's all right then. Thank you,
Oh,
though.
no cookies.
Thanks anyway.
Do you have cookies? What's the
Really?
weirdest question? Wait, say it into the microphone. This is Megan, everyone. What's the weirdest question people have asked?
People ask me. People ask me if we have French fries all the time. It's kind of weird.
You're like, this is an Italian
It's
restaurant.
off-the-wall stuff that's not like honey mustard. It doesn't make any sense why Italian people would have it.
Oh, okay. Getting back to having kids. What
Okay.
I was going to say is I was always the kid who was like, I don't know, I'll just be the cool aunt. But then I learned about periods, and I realized that sounded awful
You said you thought about kids in your 20s. When did
Yeah.
you learn about periods?
when I was 22. I'm kidding. But no, when I was a kid, like when I was like 12 or 13, I learned, I remember like learning about that, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? This sounds like the worst thing ever.
It is terrible when you learn that that's going to happen to you.
It's like,
You're like, why?
You know when you hear something and you just can't get it out of your mind for like days and days, and you're like
Yeah.
just like walking around your whole day going, is that real? That's real? What?
And it's just going to happen out of nowhere?
What?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds horrible. And so anyway, I then learned that when you're pregnant, you don't have your period. So I was just like, well, then I'll just be pregnant all the time.
That's a perfect solution.
I
for
know,
that.
right?
I knew my period was coming. I knew when I was going to get it.
How did you know?
Because I grew like between 7th and 8th grade, I grew like 5 inches or something over a summer. I just shot up, and I was the height I am now in 8th grade. I was 5'9", and I was super, super, super thin because I didn't gain any weight. I just grew up, and then I started to fill out, and I got boobs. And then as soon as I got boobs, I went, "Oh, it's coming! Shit, it's coming! It's coming!" And then it did. I got it right before ballet class, which, as everyone can imagine, is the perfect time.
Aw.
I know.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I was about to leave for ballet class, and I'm like, Mom!
It is. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing.
Talk about an awkward thing for a mom to have to teach you. Man,
Yeah.
that was weird. Oh my gosh! Wow, that is
intense
enormous.
cheesecake.
Yeah, y'all, it's enough to share about you.
Wow,
Oh.
it is enough to share with that whole table. Wow,
Thank you.
this is the big piece
You know
of
what? I'll
cheesecake.
hang on to this breadstick.
Thank you.
Thanks, but I'll give you that. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's pretty good.
Is it good?
It's very pumpkin-y. Do you like pumpkin?
Oh, I feel like I got to take a picture of this moment.
I
Hang
feel
on.
like you don't like pumpkin or cheesecake. What?
Oh,
Checks?
just one check.
Oh, just
please.
one. Just one.
We're married. Here, wait. I got to take a picture of
Oh, the pumpkin cheesecake at Olive Garden.
Yeah, ready? While you're podcasting.
Can I see it?
That's a cute picture. Do you approve?
yeah.
No? Another?
Pretty fucking awful.
I'll do another.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, we'll be here. Thank you.
Do a better one.
Okay. Better. Different.
Better, different. What is that? Sounds like the Nuprin's logo. Nuprin, little, yellow, different. Oh, that's better.
Better? Okay.
I guess so. Not that great.
Should I put some effects on it?
Yeah.
All right.
Soften me up a bit. Olive Garden does not have great lighting.
No, it doesn't.
You remember the Nuprin commercials?
Vaguely.
Nuprin, little, yellow, different.
That was who did that in their comedy?
I don't know. I'm Dat fan. Was that terrible? That was an honest guess. I was not being racist.
Made me laugh.
I can see him saying that. That was not me being racist because he's a little Asian guy. Kate is losing it. Kate.
I'm sorry. I almost choked and soda almost came out my nose.
That would be an amazing name for an album. That's
oh my god.
Oh my god.
I fell over. I'm sorry.
That was a legit guess. I was not being deliberately racist anyway. I wasn't.
I'm sorry.
I think about all the things that were heavily advertised in the 80s and how they're all gone now. Like, where's Nuprin? Where'd that go? Like,
it's also, probably not safe or something.
Where's Parquet?
Oh, that's butter, right?
No, remember it was like there was 2 tubs and it would go butter, Parquet, butter.
Oh,
Parquet.
so it's clearly not butter. Okay.
Well, listen, Parquet, butter won. That's all I'm saying.
What about I can't believe it's not butter?
That's still around.
Is it?
Or as Fabio says, I can't believe it's not butter. He says that every time. And I was
butter?
like, how could he always says butter? And I don't. I couldn't get one take of him saying butter. They couldn't ADR it. They couldn't,
Yeah.
It's a really important piece of that advertising. He would go, I can't believe it's not butter. He would always say butter.
You know, Fabio has looked the same age for 20 years.
He has? How old does he look to you?
I feel like he always looked 40.
Yeah. He always looked like mid-40s.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Probably
70?
like 50. Yeah, I don't know.
What's Fab up to?
I don't know. Should we look it up?
He's another product of the 80s that's disappeared, maybe.
Did he really get famous for being on the covers of books?
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Oh, he's 51. Yeah.
Wow, good guess.
That was
I love his real name is Fabio.
Fabio Lanzoni.
Well, the only problem with a name like Fabio is now he's taken it from everyone else. No one else can name their kid Fabio anymore.
Maybe I'll name my kid Fabio.
You can't. Fabio Macucci?
That's a really awful
I know.
name.
But also, because everyone will go, do you name your kid after Fabio?
Yeah.
It's like there's no kids named Adolf.
He
There's
owns
no
an
kid named
extensive
Fabio.
collection of 200 motorcycles, including dirt bikes, racing bikes, and a championship Ducati.
Wow, those butter commercials paid off.
My goodness.
Who did you have a crush on growing up? Was it Fabio?
You mean like famous people or?
Yeah, no. Was it Tim in your class or was it Dave? Yes, famous
Fred
people.
Savage. I had a huge crush on
really?
Fred Savage.
I was
yes.
just flipping through the channels this morning and watched a little bit of Boy Meets World.
Oh, really?
Not Fred, but Ben Savage.
Yeah. No, I really was into Fred Savage. Who else?
I know. He was so
Elijah
cute.
Wood.
Oh, yeah. So you liked boys around your age.
Yeah. And David Letterman, but that's different because
Why is that different?
he's David Letterman. Like, I'll always have a crush on him.
Oh. All right,
And Fred
then.
Savage. And Elijah Wood.
Okay, so it sounds real different.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but... Oh.
Oh, it's really
Yes,
good.
thank
Thank
you.
you. It's delicious.
Olive Garden has their own version of an Andes Mint. Grazie, it says.
I used to work at a restaurant that had. I'm wondering if they're Andes mints that you just wrap in an Olive Garden wrapper.
Would you have to rewrap the Andes Mints?
No, but I worked at a barbecue restaurant, and they would get this barbecue sauce shipped in. They claimed to have this homemade amazing barbecue sauce. They bought it, and they would get it shipped in, and I would have to take the label off that was on there and put the label of the restaurant on there, and then they would sell the barbecue sauce for like $15, $20. Yeah,
We could sell Garfunkel and Oates barbecue sauce.
definitely. That's something I want to carry on the road. I want to put a bunch of barbecue sauce in my suitcase
I'm sure
along
we
with
can
my
check
dresses.
that.
I'll just stick it in my guitar case.
Yeah.
Although I am excited we're getting slap bracelets.
That's going to be the coolest. Like, I mean, Ricky and I both have a great nostalgia for the 90s, so I feel like that's going to bring us back to being 10.
I don't think my level of nostalgia will ever reach yours.
Yeah, I do have crazy nostalgia.
Yeah. You have more nostalgia than any person I've ever met.
I get a lot of happiness from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the things you don't get happiness from? Make that long list.
I don't know. You can find it in almost everything. Almost.
Are there? What is it that makes you unhappy?
When I'm really, really tired, pretty much anything is a bummer. You know.
Yeah. But you sleep so easily.
I do sleep easily, but there are times where you just don't have a choice.
That's
you
true.
Have to stay awake.
Like every morning when we get up to do radio.
Yeah.
Man, it's so early.
Oh, speaking of radio, we've got to go do radio. Shit.
Oh, what time is it?
It's 12. Oh.
It's only 12:11.
Should I text that Dan and tell him?
Yeah, we decided to get a ride back because it's just too far.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of time.
Yeah, we'll text him that he can come get us anytime. Maybe they're getting sick of us here. I don't know, but truly, no one's looking at us, so I think it's fine. When we podcasted in, where's the first Olive Garden podcast we did?
The first one was, where were we?
I'm mixing up cities. Indiana. Yeah. We got a lot of looks like, what are those idiots up to? But today it's,
I'll tell him to pick us up anytime after 12:30. That gives us 20 minutes. What do you say?
We are done.
Peace out, Olive Garden. I'm going to write that. He doesn't even know me. So he might...
You should just start saying peace out again every time you leave anywhere. Every time we're at leave the stage, go peace out.
I really did just text him peace out, Olive Garden. I wonder if he's going to understand.
Did I tell you what I almost did?
What?
The other day? Oh, no, because I didn't see you. You were in New York. So this is my sense of humor, and I actually stopped myself because I thought it was going to be funny. So I had a blind date, as you know. It was like, I'm just like I never do that. Mm-hmm. But I had this blind date, and that afternoon I had rehearsal for this web series I'm doing next week, and they wanted to take a picture of me and the guy who's playing my husband in wedding outfit, because they wanted to put our wedding picture on the wall for the web series. And so we had to pose in wedding clothes like we were getting married, and this woman took a bunch of pictures of me in my wedding dress, and I was going to text it to the guy that I was meeting on our blind date because I thought that'd be funny, and I was going to text like a little preview and a picture of me in a wedding dress, and then they talked me out of it. But I thought
done it.
I know. I thought it would be like, what are the chances that like 3 hours before I was meeting him, I'm getting a wedding photo shoot?
Yeah, just being like, so glad we have this first date. I'm just preparing.
Here's a preview of what's to come.
Week. Yeah.
Trying on dresses already. Can't wait to meet you. Yeah.
Oh man, you should have done it. That's so funny.
I know. It would have been really funny, but
the people who talked you out of it, no, that's not the right thing.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah. Next blind date.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it again. It's too nerve-wracking. Like it went fine, but it's just like, I was too nervous. I don't know.
Well, it's a scary thing. I went on a blind date one time in my life.
With who?
I don't remember his name. This is a long time ago. But
Was it Tim?
Sure, maybe.
Dave?
It
was Ronald.
Brian, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, but I just remember, this was like when I first started dating. I was brand new to it. And he suggested, hey, let's go to a bar. And I was like, actually, can we get cookies? I swear this is true.
You said, can we get cookies?
Yeah. And
you said specifically not dessert. You said cookies.
Well, I
that didn't put him off at all?
Well, it totally put him off. We went and got cookies. I had cookies and milk, and I never saw the guy again.
I can't imagine why. I can't.
He was bored. I mean, I didn't want to go out on another date, but at the same time, what was I doing?
How old were you?
24. But
you said actually,
this is my first year of dating.
You were very set in your ways, though. Like, like you were not unwilling to like compromise the food that you wanted, even for that one.
I wanted
date.
Cookies.
If you want cookies, that's the end of the story. I know that.
I'm stubborn.
I know this. I know when the conversation is over.
I am stubborn. I know. I am aware of it.
But I love, even on a first date, you're like, nope,
cookies
no bar,
nothing.
Cookies. You got to go somewhere to buy me cookies. Good thing you didn't bring you to the Olive Garden because they don't have cookies.
I know, that would have been tragic.
Yeah. Then you never would have gone out again. Oh wait.
No wait, that's actually.
So
what
you
happened.
actually ordered a glass of milk?
Yeah.
Where did you go for cookies?
Some Cuban restaurant. We found cookies at a Cuban restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you don't remember him or anything about him?
Not really. I remember he was a screenwriter. That's all I remember.
What if you've like auditioned for him and you didn't know it?
It's possible.
It's like, that's the cookies girl. Or what if it's in a movie where you see some girls like, I don't want to go to a bar. Buy me cookies at a Cuban restaurant.
Then I'll be like, oh, at least that date was worth something.
Yeah.
He got material.
I feel like some guys are scared to date us because they feel like they'll end up in songs.
But they're right.
They are. Do you have our credit card?
Oh, yeah, I do. Hang on.
Joint account. Because we're married.
We are married.
Another reason to get married. Joint money.
Joint account. That's so nice. It makes life easier. There we go.
I hope you don't marry an overspender.
Well,
I'm a total overspender.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Well, you know me. Once I find something nice, I only want that from then on. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm like, oh, I love great wine, so now that's all I want. Or I love like mean, think about the restaurants we go to.
That I would say you've gotten me accustomed to going to these really nice places. Like,
Right. It's so fun. Like, how often
Yeah.
are you in Nashville? Like, go to the best one, you know?
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
At the
In
Olive Garden.
in Antioch.
What are we doing?
I don't know. It just feels funny to me.
It is funny. I'm having a good time. Are you
too.
having fun?
I'm having fun.
So we played Bethlehem, Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
which is one town over from where I grew up. It's a pretty conservative town.
Yes.
And they, as we were walking on the stage, said to Ricky, what exactly do they say? You have to run all your swear words by the sound guy, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're in Bethlehem. Walking, it was like an Oktoberfest. It was like a beer festival or something.
Everybody's drunk.
Yeah, and we're walking on the stage, and there was a guy with like a volunteer vest on. So he's volunteering at Oktoberfest, which just seems like an odd place to volunteer your time. I feel like you could help orphans, but he volunteered at the beer fest. Okay, so he's walking me down to the stage, and he goes, "Hey, just so you know," he goes, "Hey, are there any swear words in your act?" I thought he was kidding. So I'm like, fuck yeah. And he goes, "Oh, well, you're going to have to run that by the sound guy. You're going to have to ask him if you're allowed to swear." And I started laughing because I thought he was kidding. And I jokingly went, "Fuck the sound guy," whatever, haha. And then he looks at me, he goes, "No, you have to ask permission from the sound guy if you can swear." And I literally I didn't even know what to say. Like, we're walking down to the stage, and I was like, no. Like, I mean, no. Like, who are, like, you don't even work here. You're volunteering at the beer festival. You can't tell me I have to ask the sound guy.
And if we really were to organize all of our swear words to run them by the sound guy, it would take 3 hours.
Yeah, our show would be 8 minutes long. Our show would be 8 minutes long. Yeah.
So,
no, but it was funny that he thought that was
yeah. I'm sure very quickly he realized that was not
he was
happening.
probably a walkout.
Yeah, we had some walkouts. Not
we?
too many.
I didn't see any.
My
Did we
mom
have
and
some?
dad said that they only saw one table.
Oh, that's good.
not bad.
Yeah. For that conservative a town, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Which song did they?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Maybe The Loophole.
Thank you.
Megan.
You are very welcome.
Thanks.
Don't need anything else for right now?
No, we're just waiting for a ride. We're probably just going to keep talking until our ride comes. Yeah.
Y'all can say as long as y'all want. Y'all have
Oh, thanks, Megan. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, I'm just adding the tip here.
I do like the word y'all. She said y'all can say, and y'all have a good evening. It is
it's friendly
It
and
is just
comforting.
noon, but we will have a good evening.
What's a good tip?
What's the total?
30. So 6, right?
6? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a genius. I'm not a math
My
whiz, okay?
parents met at summer school for math.
They did?
Yes. So that is why my brother and I...
My mom was a math major in college, and my brother is like a mathematical genius, and I
We
didn't
are
get any
so
of that.
opposite.
I didn't get any of that, though. I have no math.
But you're a word
as they
girl.
say in England.
What do they say?
Maths,
Maths. Okay.
which is a really hard thing to say.
But
Maths.
you're more of a word person.
Yeah, well put. You're more of a word.
What's the word?
What's the word person?
You are a word person.
Although, no, remember when we were talking about Beyonce the other day, and I couldn't think of how to describe her, so I called her Human Plus. I was trying to think of superhuman, and I called her Human Plus.
Yeah, you mean like tampons?
Yeah. Yeah, she's trying
Yeah,
to.
she is human plus though.
Yeah, I was like, she's like human, but more. What's that word? She's like Human Plus. Yeah, that's like large size human plus tampons.
But yeah, Beyonce is pretty incredible.
She's Human Plus.
Like, if there were superhero people, she's one of them.
Yeah, I bet if there was a poll of every American had to vote the coolest couple in America, like
It has to be, right?
they would win by like a landslide. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't know who would be even who their competition
I mean,
is.
I think a lot of people would go with Angelina Jolie.
Brangelina?
And Brad. Yeah.
Yeah, they do all that charity stuff, so that leaves. Okay, so they might be up there, but I
Yeah.
still think Jay and Bay would take it.
I just think that there's something about like watching them perform live that, you know, when they're singing and dancing, it's just like, that's superhuman.
Human Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I would like to go to a Beyonce concert, and I don't even like concerts,
Yeah, you definitely don't like concerts.
but I would like to see her.
Mhm.
I'd be like, yeah.
And hang it after, you know, maybe get a drink.
Oh, totes. We have so much in common. I bet she's podcasting from the Olive Garden as we speak. Me and Beyonce, it's like looking in a mirror. Our outlooks on life, our talent level. I can sing like that. I mean,
And her kid is so cute.
Blue. Hey,
Oh man.
I would love it if she color codes her family. Like her next kid's like yellow
And then red.
orange. But it should be like burnt sienna.
Oh yeah. Well, sienna maybe.
Yeah, or just like a harder color to say ecru Knowles or
Green?
ecru Carter. Which color would you? What?
Green.
You'd be green Makuchi.
No, that sounds awful.
I'd be pink Lindholm.
Yeah, you
I
would,
know that for sure. There's no other color.
Yeah. Red is a name.
Red Makuchi.
No, that
You'd have
work.
to dye your hair. I can't picture you as a redhead.
Me as a redhead?
Yeah, I think
no.
you got the right color.
Yeah, I
naturally.
can't picture myself with any other color hair.
No.
I mean, like unless it was like blue punk or something, like for a role,
Yes.
I would. But like, I can't picture.
You as a blonde.
No,
Or a redhead.
No, it doesn't work.
Is that right here?
Oh
What does he say?
man,
What?
Doug Benson just texted me because we're
Name
supposed to do
dropper.
the the tournament of champions.
Yeah.
But John Hamm is too busy.
What? I'm sure he is.
I know. He's just busy being Don Draper.
So wait, so you guys aren't doing it at all? Can he get?
This has been rescheduled a few times, so I
Oh.
feel like it's going to still happen. I'm hoping.
Well, maybe he can get John's replacement. Like if John doesn't have time, maybe he can get the second runner-up. Maybe it's me. I bet it's me. Is it me? Ask Doug right now. Is it me? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You're pretty amazing at that movie trivia.
I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know how that happens, but I do know that I was obsessed with movies up until the year 2000. So I feel like
I'm
have.
guessing that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah.
But then after that, I don't really know much.
Yeah.
Oh, our ride is here.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Okay, so
Any
I guess.
more parting words?
Well, someday maybe we'll be married. Maybe we won't.
Mm-hmm.
This afternoon, I'll
But
take
you
a
know
nap.
what? At the Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family.
And we're family.
Yeah.
Well,
so we
we're
don't
married.
need families because when we're here,
We're family.
we are family.
Oh, look, more of our family's walking in.
Yay. All right.
Good
Maybe
to
they
see
want my
everyone.
cheesecake. I'm going to go ask them.
This has been fun.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Bye.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.